Right, welcome back. This is what we've been looking to talk to you about. We've been looking at our barometer and the stats and everything. So let's quickly take a look at the results then in Super League A. Pretty much as predicted, as the barometer said. But let's take a look. Tygerberg, 23-14 over Stellenbosch. False Bay, 28-16 over Brackenfell. Villages, 28-24 win over Hamiltons, and then Unimil 64-7 over Kuilsriver. All right, gentlemen, I think the one that we debated most there, which was the most equal of the draws, was going to be Tygerberg Stellenbosch, and we're going to look at that game, Tygerberg Marty's game there in a second. We spoke about this last week. 50-50 call was what the barometer said. Tygerberg's home wins versus Marty's away wins. Everything was pointing, well, in fact, it was very equal to call, but the fan factor, and you called it. You said Tygerberg was going to tip in their favor.
Yeah, the fan factor comes in there, and it's not easy playing at Tygerberg because they always have a big crowd behind them, and that gives the team energy, So yeah.
Jerome, you know the Tygerberg ground very well. You've coached there, you've played there. The Tira fans are always going to be, as Alistair said, your 16th man.
Yeah, it's tough to go play there, and especially for the students. I mean, it's young guys playing against the older guys, and now you have to factor in their fans. Their eyes are big, and we normally, back in the days when I played for Belleville, we normally did that. We actually asked the crowd to get more against the opposition, like if you play UCT or Marty's, because
really?
You know the students. So I think Tygerberg know the story there when they play the youngsters.
I love it, I love it. All right, folks, let's go. Here we go. This is the first half, Tygerberg Marty's. Right, there we go. Wow, what a game. Well, so far, Tygerberg Marty, 17-7 lead there for Tygerberg. Alistair, you said while we were watching it, Tygerberg's throwing the ball around, they're running the lines, they're finding the gaps. Field is messy, but even in the messy field, they're still playing good rugby.
Yeah, it shows that their skill set and they're backing their skill set because that's a natural game. And the ability to pass and find the space like that and the width of their game in rainy weather, it's really impressive.
Jerome, your thoughts first half?
Yeah, I'm going to go, Alistair had a cliche, so I'm going to go to one. Defense win you games.
Yeah.
Because there was a couple of times where Marties were under 5 meters from the try line from Tygerberg.
Yeah.
And they did well, especially the set pieces. They stopped their mauls well. They defended well 5 meters from the line. And that's where Marties are normally strong. So, yeah, well done to them on the
They've still got
defense.
a bit of work to do still, both sides, to make sure they get over the line. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look and see. This is Tygerberg Marties going to the second half now. Right, there we go, folks. Final result, Tygerberg 23, Marties 14. Jerome, I'm not sure if Marties still has the fear factor that when Marties are coming to play, it seems to me that other clubs are maybe able to get that confidence cap on.
Yeah, look, I mean, Marties still have the name of Marties, so it brings the best out of each team that play against them. And as you say, I think teams don't fear them anymore. So teams are actually up for the challenge, and they put a lot of pressure on when they played against the younger guys. So it's tough for them because everybody wants to beat the top guys.
Tygerberg, Ellie, Tygerberg is playing great rugby. Regardless of who we're playing in Super League here, these are all top teams. You've got to know your stuff if you want to survive in Super League A. And this is what Tygerberg's doing. They're bringing an A game.
Yeah, look, they're continuing where they left off from last year. I mean, last year they had a great season.
Yep.
They're continuing this year. It's tough in the A-League. You have to analyze each team to the T to make sure that you're prepared to play against them, whether it's a Marties or UCT, whatever club you're playing against. And I think they're doing that well.
All right, folks, we're going to take a look at the log and the results, the log in a second or so, but we'll be back after the break. Do not go away. Unimil and Kazova coming up next.